Welcome to the latest console loop, and here are the leading video game topics. Cuphead's getting a physical release, Sackboy's landing on PC, and RIP Google Stadia. It's been 5 years since Cuphead's original release on PC and Xbox One. In partnership with publisher I Am 8-Bit, the run-and-gun action platformer is coming to retailers soon on physical media. No release date or price was given, but it was said to be coming to Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and Nintendo Switch. It will also include the recent DLC called Delicious Last Course. I see what they did there. I've been putting this game off way too long and I can't wait to pick it up on disc when it releases. Sony just released next month's PlayStation Plus games. The October lineup includes Injustice 2, PS4 Edition, Hot Wheels Unleashed, PS4 and PS5 Edition, and finally Super Hot PS4 Edition. Injustice 2 is a DC fighting game created by the Mortal Kombat developers. Hot Wheels Unleashed is an arcade racing game based on the Hot Wheels universe. Super Hot is a first-person shooter that blurs the lines between strategy and mayhem. October's PlayStation Plus games have a total value of $94.97. If you haven't downloaded this month's PlayStation Plus games, which includes Need for Speed Heat, Brand Blue Fantasy, Versus, and Toem, you have until October 3rd to add them to your library. Xbox Live's Games with Gold for October has been announced. The lineup includes Windbound, the Xbox One version, and Bomber Crew Deluxe Edition, the Xbox One version. Windbound is an action-adventure game that finds you shipwrecked and alone on an uncharted island. Explore, adapt, and navigate the land and seas to stay alive. And Bomber Crew take to the skies in this World War II strategy bombing simulator. Bomber Crew also has Xbox One X enhancements for those interested. The October Xbox Live Gold games have a total value of $44.98. This is probably one of the lowest values I've ever seen for monthly Xbox Live Gold games, which is not a dig at this month's two titles. Usually we get 2 to 3 additional games that are original Xbox or 360 titles, but recently Microsoft announced they would no longer include backwards compatible titles. The reason given for removal was the lack of any more titles to give. While this is personally disappointing, I thought they would just start including an Xbox Series X title going forward, but instead it looks like they've decided to have one of the lowest values monthly probably since the service started on Xbox One. Today is the last chance to download Gods Will Fall and Portal 2 from last month's games. You also have until October 15th to download Double Kick Heroes. The developer of the Kirby series, Hall Laboratory, just shut down a fan-made card game. I won't go into too much details, but this card game was more than a little weird. Featured various Kirby characters in bikinis. Not exactly something most Kirby fans probably expected to ever see, but the card decks did sell out before Nintendo requested them to stop. Mario Kart Tour is getting a big update that brings the series battle mode to mobile devices. The courses it launches with will include the Game Boy Advance Battle Course 1 and GameCube's Cookies Land. The new tours kicks off on October 5th. Skull and Bones has had a rocky development cycle since it was originally expected to release in 2018. It was delayed to 2019 and 2020 before Ubisoft just stopped talking about the game until last year when they announced a 2022 release date. It's now been given a new release date again, which is set for March 9th, 2023. Reasons given for the delay is polishing and balancing the experience. Rumors surrounding the project say the team are burnt out, which is probably what most people say after playing a Ubisoft game. Sony has brought multiple of their previously exclusive titles to PC recently, so in a not-so-surprising move, Sackboy A Big Adventure is also heading to PC on October 27th. It will feature NVIDIA's DLSS 2 and a 21:9 aspect ratio support for those with ultra-wide monitors. They recommend a GTX 1060 or an RX 580 for a 1080p 30fps performance target. You can now pre-order the game on Steam or Epic Games Store for a bonus, which comes with 4 Sackboy costumes themed after different PlayStation icons. For those ready to experience the nightmarish universe of the horror adventure game Scorn, the release date has just been moved up a week. Previously set to release on October 21st, you'll now have a chance to play the title starting October 14th. The reason for the change may have to do with the teaser trailer recently released titled, "You've Waited Long Enough." Cyberpunk 2077 has just broken through the 20 million units milestone. It was previously announced that it sold 13 million copies in the first 20 days, which means it took almost 2 years to sell 7 million more copies. The game originally released with a hellstorm of bad press due to the buggy state it launched in, which is probably why the title took so long to hit the milestone even with discounts as low as $10. While most thought the end update for Terraria was the last, the developer behind Terraria have just announced another, which is titled Labor of Love. They went on to say that this update is a love letter to all of the fans and that it contains many fan suggestions, while also tackling a lot of little things that they hope everyone will enjoy. The update comes with quality of life fixes and various features, including new world seeds, melee damage increases, along with the introduction of town slimes. If you want more information on this update, check out the Terraria forums, which has all the details. The update is now out for PC and it's also on sale for $5 on Steam. Limited Run Games has just announced they're entering the book publishing business, which will be called Press Run. They aim to bring all kinds of gaming related books, which includes retrospectives, encyclopedias, and more. It will be led by gaming writers Jeremy Parrish and Jared Petty. They have plans to release at least one book per month going forward. Starting today, you can pre-order NESWorks 1987, SNESWorks 1991, Virtual Boy Works, The History of Sunsaw Volume 1, and PlayStation, a retrospective. It's official, the game streaming platform by Google called Stadia is being shut down. Might not be a surprise to most since Google did shut down their first-party studios last year, but it did continue bringing new games to the platform ever since. After January 18, 2023, you will no longer be able to play games on the platform. If you purchase any hardware or software on Google Stadia, you will have the option to get a refund. I recommend requesting your refund sooner rather than later if you need to. I'm not sure how this will impact other cloud platforms going forward, but it can only be a good sign for those sticking to physical media. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you want a notification for the next console loop.